educator. And so this book, Ahava, is sort of this eclectic sort of expression of who I am as an individual. Yes, Moshe?
Yeah, I'm usually ask a lot of questions.
Sure, of course, anytime you can.
Because I believe
This is interactive, so for sure.
that I don't know everything.
Sure.
So tell me, what is Ahava?
Love. It means
I love that.
Yeah.
Ahava.
So there are some things that you'll see throughout my poetry. Love is sort of a running theme because I do fundamentally believe that love can solve all of the problems of the world. I believe that love is everything. I believe that if we truly and honestly give authentic and profound love, that we can make a difference in individual lives and we can make a difference in the world. So I believe that. There will be no wars if there was true love. There would be, no hatred. There would be no racism. There would be no discrimination if there was true love. And so there would be no pain if there was true love. And so I think if we can, all of us individually commit to being people who are loving beings, that we can individually make a difference, and then collectively we can change the world. And so you will see and you will hear running theme in my poems: love, freedom, peace, acceptance, and butterflies. That is my personal. Yes, I know, butterflies, mariposas in Spanish, parpar in Hebrew, but those are sort of my, see, I know that, you knew that, did you? Anyway, I'm learning a lot of Hebrew, so, but it's a running theme in my writings and in my books, and so butterflies are sort of an expression of sort of the evolution of how I see myself. Inspired from my walks in nature. And so as I walk in nature in a park on a Shabbat morning, early Saturday morning, I would, pray to God, and I would say things that would be helpful to my spirit. And so I decided to share this, and so that's what Ahava is. And so if you all want to participate with me, you may in opening up with some meditations. Okay, so I'm going to turn off like one of the lights. I'm not going to be completely dark, just a little bit. Is that okay? All right. If you would like, you can participate in the meditation with me. But this first poem was a poem I wrote when I decided to go on a solo retreat, right? And so I went on this retreat, and I was washing my hands, and I looked at myself in the mirror, and I thought to myself, wow, you're perfect. And that's really deep for me because I really had issues around self-love and self-acceptance and really feeling like you're always having to prove yourself, or feeling like you're not accepted, or feeling like, there's always something missing, that you're not perfect. And I'm not perfect because of this or because of that. And then this was a first moment for me in my life where I really realized that, you know what? I may not be perfect for you, but I'm perfect for me and I'm perfect for God. And so this is the first meditation that I'd like to share with you. It's called Perfection. Perfection. A reflection of myself in the mirror, catching my eyes. I saw my spirit, and it is beautiful. I breathed deeply and realized how amazing my heart is, filled with hope and love. I looked down at my feet and wiggled my toes, and remembered the paths I took that led me to extraordinary moments and endless opportunities. I noticed the coils on my hair, big and full of life, and I realized the beauty in my soul. How the glory of the sun just kind of burst through the walls of my chest, giving life to the world, knowing in my mind that I just made a difference. I finally understood that God is within me and I am the light in the world. I smiled gracefully and accepted the perfection that I am. Shabbat Shalom. Favorite morning song. A flowing stream of translucent water with cascading rhythms bouncing from the steel rocks. A slight breeze rustling the lilies reaching the floor of the pond. The dancing rainbows, gardens of purples, reds, whites, blues, and greens. The buzzing of the dragonflies and the sounds of the hummingbird and the flapping of the butterfly's wings. The drums of hydrangeas and scent of roses beating to the rhythm of my heart. The fragrant jasmines that calm my spirit with their aroma. I witness God's glory in nature, and I experience peace, acceptance, and love. Shabbat Shalom. I enjoy yoga, meditation, so I also enjoy doing yoga, and then after my yoga, having a nice moment of just meditating and sort of being and connecting. And so some of these affirmations and meditations I practice after yoga as well. So Glimmer of Hope, it's really short. Glimmer of hope. Deep, dark spaces, bleak and bad places, cold and careless cases. There is a glimpse of glimmering graces. Shabbat Shalom. So many colors, so many hues, so many shades. It appears after the rain, after the storm. The sun breaks through the clouds, a rainbow of me. Moon so powerful, sea so deep, tree so strong, wind so free, loving all that I am and will be. Shabbat Shalom. And he's an amazing artist, and he's a social activist. And I am as well. I'm a social activist. I'm Black. I'm a Jew. I converted. Come in. This is my friend Levita.
Hi.
And so I really identified, and I was so touched by that movie because I identified with him so much. Of course, I'm not famous and I don't make a lot of money. But small things, very small things. But I wrote this poem in honor of him.
Sammys Dance. Clickety-clack, clack, clack. He tapped with the sole of his feet inside of his worn shoes, shiny black. Clickety-clack, clack, clack. Glowing tips, silver heels from the lights. He danced on stage with passion and grace. Talent he did not lack. Clickety-clack, clack, clack. He poured out his expressions of love, frustration, and injustice. The pain he endured because he was black. He yearned to be accepted and free. Clickety-clack, clack, clack. He wanted to love and to be loved deeply. Color he did see, but that did not matter because love inspires the heart to beat the red blood we all bleed. He just wanted to marry and live happily in his own love shack. Clickety-clack, clack, clack. He danced his heart, sharing stories of his life, intersections of Judaism and blackness. He moved to the music in his unique world, filled with smoke and liquid, tipsy and relaxed. Speaking in tongues of Yiddish and English, hardly anything he lacked. Clickety-clack, clack, clack. Friends of all, Jews and Gentiles celebrating life through laughter and love. The Rat Pack, sharing jokes and kindred moments. Clickety-clack, clack, clack. Clackety-click, click, click. Dance he did, like his life dependent on the movement of his feet, the flailing of his arms, the spreading of his fingers. He danced real quick. Clackety-click, click, click. He offered his heart and revealed his mind, served in the palms of his hands, as he gently used his index finger to cover his forehead with his hat, and tap his toes, and gyrate his hips. Methodically, he was smooth on the floor and slick. Clackety-click, click-click. He was dancing like he was from the South. He lowered his body and clapped his hands, praising the song dance from his soul. Just being him, wild and free, tap dancing and laughing, slapping his knee, and winking to the crowd, saying, "I've just got to be me." Tippity-tap, T-T. He yearned to find a place to belong and have his voice equally valued, respected, and loved. He had hopes and dreams to be successful and free. Tippity-tap, T-T. So he marched and fought for social justice to release the negative bind of oppression. He spoke out for humankind and stood up courageously, sharing his mind. Brilliant he was, hoping to see fairness and equality. Tippity-tap, T-T. He jumped up real high and performed an extraordinary dance and said, "Abracadabra." Ooh, he danced like he was doing some black Jewish magic trick. Clackety-click, click-click. He refused to settle and kept moving forward to survive, fighting to thrive in a time and a space when all people could see was race, when black people just needed to survive, daring and bold. There was no turning back. Clickety-clack, clack-clack. He clicked his feet one last time and resurrected the spirit of Bojangles. Mister, jumping up high and laughing, slapping his knee. Then silently he whispers his last breath while looking at me, gently gasping the words, "I've just got to be." Tippity-tap, T-T.
Super Blue Blood Moon depicted forgiveness. She made a rare appearance, boldly demonstrating to the world how we must all be, accepting love and unity. She lingered purposefully in the sky, full and elegantly arranged, shining stars nearby. Poised and quietly peaceful, she revealed her superpower to just be. Blue Blood Moon leaned down to reach me and allowed me to touch her so she could teach me faith and transfuse me to life with the energy and the essence from her blood. She gazed into my heart, and my soul sparked the fire from within, beaming light from my eyes, my mouth, my ears. Her power possessed my body and illuminated my mind. Blue Moon blessed me. She cured my loneliness, fear, and despair, and opened herself, clearing the beautiful darkness, sharing herself to give the gift of blue to the early morning sky. Moon honored me. She healed my spirit and humbled me to vulnerability, reincarnated into me, and now I am full of hope. Tribal woman. So this poem is a poem I wrote for my daughter. So, I love Gal Gadot. She's amazing. She is the Wonder Woman of our time. And during the celebration of Purim, we celebrate women. We celebrate the power and the strength and the beauty of the women in Torah. And so this was sort of during this time I wanted to give my daughter something that she can connect to. And so to me, as a black woman and as a Jewish person, I wanted my daughter to also see herself in some of these stories and her color and her strength and her power and her beauty. And so I wrote this for her. It's called Tribal Woman. Her hands hurl hearts that heal, the little hearts that float when she presses the center of her finger. The palms of her ring finger, the energy directs the heart to the intended. Her eyes beam lasers of love. The irises illuminate as the powerful lines dart from her ebony pupils, controlled by her mind. Her skin bronzed by the sun, beautiful and brown. She charges forward, never looking back. She is brave and bold. Her legs show strength, her strong thighs squat and leap powerfully forward, squashing bigotry and intolerance. Her shoulders hold her warrior heavy and hard, her arms wrap warm bodies, lonely, lost, and lovely. Her breastplate protects sensitive souls. Her shield thwarts evil actions, and her spear pierces through the dark spirit. Her spear pierces through the thickness of hate. Her spirit senses darkness and deception, despair and death. Her soul knows of peace and purpose, prosperity and positivity. The warrior within her womb is revealed, wonderfully waging war against all that is wrong in the world. Thank you. Okay, rest in peace. I want to hold her, no longer gently, and shake her from her sleep, and make her stand up and walk from that bed and look at me and smile and say, Nanny loves you. I knew this day would come, not now or ever. I want to press through the walls of her chest and grab her heart in the palm of my hands and massage it fervently to life and give her what she gave to me, hope. I want to float with her spirit just above her bed and grab it and pull it back down and push it back into her body and tell her everything I missed or didn't know how to say, and give her what she gave to me, dreams. I want to sing a song to her soul and shout out loud and scream, stimulating every single nerve in her lifeless body, slowly growing cold and pale. And bring her back to this colorful life filled with passion and give her what she gave to me, love. I want my flowing tears to give water, to bring her back to life and to make her strong again, just once. are forever. And give her what she gave to me. Perseverance. She always said she knew I would be something, and I wanted her to be proud of me. So I hear her words of encouragement, and I'm trying to release this pain. I'm trying to write, but I just can't breathe. I can't take more pain and suffering, sadness and strife. I just want my nanny. I need her to come back to life. I still need her to speak to me, to speak life into my spirit, to believe in me, and to give me what God gave to her. Strength. Okay, so it's called Bloody Miriam. Like Bloody Mary, but not quite. All right. Bloody the bottom of my feet, and still I dance to the winds of freedom. Bloody my body beaten from the whips and lashed out hate. Nevertheless, I persisted, leading for the sake of my people. Bloody were my wrists, and still I played the tambourine by the seashore, glad to suffer no more. Now we are peaceful. Bloody my lips, yet I sang songs of liberation to honor the life of the Israelites. Bloody my ankles, shackled by the chains that bound me. Still my heart drummed along as we sang the freedom song. Bloody my eyes, beaten by the fist that blinded me, and I continue to feel the waves from the sea and taste the bitter sweetness of my tears of joy to be free. Bloody my heart, filled with hope, running in my veins, flowing throughout my body, numb from the pains caused by the Egyptian army. Notwithstanding the hurt, we sang. We danced in the rain, sprayed by the gusts of the Red Sea, no longer captured by the chain. We moved to the rhythm of the heart in sync with the spirit of the tambourine and the soul of the drum. We are free, protected by God at the Red Sea. Tambourine. Rejoice to the freedom of the music of the tambourine. We are no longer beaten. Ahora bailamos. Suena con el tambor tocando el corazón de los negros, regales y alegre. Y por fin la música suena con el alma del tambor. Praise God the Almighty and move to the music of the tambourine, smiling and celebrating the promise of our dream. We no longer scream. Juega con el tambor, celebramos la libertad de nuestra gente y baila con el festival de amor. Ven conmigo, toca su tambor. I stand mightily on the land, powerfully free, and to my dismay and surprise, I am tossed and buried. I'm buried deep in the earth, suppressed and expressionless because of ignorance and hate. The dirt covers my body. The abuse, neglect, abandonment, hate, betrayal, lies, deceit, they all killed me. I am underground and covered in mud. I am dead to the world, but my spirit is still fighting, striving to live in a world that may say, you do not belong. You are not accepted. You are not chosen. You do not matter. In the depths of despair, I die. Covered in dust, I am hardened and depressed by the heavy soil. I am comfortable in this peace of death. I am comforted by the warm earth engulfing my body, hugging me, loving me, and accepting me without rejection. Buried alive, I still struggle for breath. I feel the spirit of my ancestors tugging me, resurrecting my soul and commanding me to come forth, to emerge from the depths of the earth and rise to the light and be reborn again as me. I am not ready to succumb to death, so I muster all the strength and all the purpose I have from my people to thrive. I rise. I rise to lift my body buried from the earth. I rise from the dirt and stand on the land. I rise from the weighted soil that held me down. I rise to be free. I hear the living waters singing its songs and calling me home. The stream speaking words of freedom. The waterfall sharing verses of hope. Stark naked, I am. Bare to the bone, flabby belly and afro hair, no makeup. I walk into the water, embracing all of me, resuscitating all of me and bringing me to life, purifying my spirit with joy, peace, acceptance, honor, respect, trust, value, love, and loyalty. I am reborn as me. I am purified by the cleansing water of the mikvah. I am whole again. I am reborn from the dust of the stars. And I am uplifted from the dirt of the earth. I am immersed in the mikvah of life. The pure essence of God and the beauty of the universe is within me. And it is living and breathing and thriving within my spirit. I am reborn from the mikvah of life as a new me, washed by the loving waters of our God that finally set me free.